Germany, so we have an informal economy. It's not as big as in countries like Argentina or even other European countries like Italy or Spain. But it's some estimates say that it's at 10 to 12% of the economy is done informally. But you are never sure, though, because by nature there's not a precise measure for informality. It's always an estimate. The care sector is an important sector for informality. And the service sectors, of course, especially restaurants or catering and the like. And the delivery services like Uber Eats or those companies. And on the other side, it's the construction sector and agriculture, where informality is still an element. Compared to other European countries, Germany has a high rate of segregation in the labor market generally. So there's a sort of a split between markets for women and markets for men. And in the field of informality, the care sector is very much area of women's work. In the informal market, I think it's maybe 95% the work of women. And construction is the other way around. It's a man's world. We have a certain segregation in the informal market. And I think in the service sector, delivery services is also very much men's work sector. That's a $1 million question. It's a multiplicity of different causes. So one cause, it's tax evasion, it's regulation in some areas, but there may be also other causes like migration and newly arrived immigrants, because we are the country in the world with the highest rate of immigrants. Informality is very often a stage of transition for immigrants to get their feet on the ground in the country. It's a variety of reasons. And each one has to be observed separately. Yes, of course. There's one thing is very interesting in Germany. We had certain waves of immigration. First wave was after the EU enlargement in 2010, 2011, 2012, when the countries of southeastern Europe entered the EU. The new members, there was a sort of exceptional stage, so they could only enter as self-employed entrepreneurs, but not as regular workers. This faded away after 5 years after that. They got the full right of EU members for the workforce. And so we succeeded to transfer and transform very much of the informal work into formal work in these years. And so this told us a lesson. Very often waves of immigration are related with waves of growth of informality. First, the EU enlargement, and then we had the refugees from Syria in those countries. And lastly, we had in 2022 the immigration from Ukraine. So there were 3 big waves of immigrations, and each of them was related with also with a wave of informality. But this may also be a transitory period. But also it is important to find out what can be done by the state, by local governments and regional governments to contain the negative side effects of informality and to manage it in a way.